Tip, if you're going to be listening to this on podcast, I would encourage you to watch the video because we are going to go over a few charts. I'm excited about a couple things happening here. Title of this should be kind of self-explanatory, and that is when your pricing goes up, what happens to your lead activity? Okay. Now I'm gonna, as I'm jumping around here, I'm pulling this up on Facebook in case you're watching live. I'm gonna pull this up, pop in any comments here as we're going through it. So I'm going to share my screen. A couple new things that we're doing here. A little bit of a side pitch for 2 seconds here, just to let you know. Lotpop, we got the Lotwalk software tool where we're integrating your inventory management tool. So it doesn't matter, via Automax, Digital, VinQ, Dealers Link. We take that inventory data. We also pull in your lead management information and go deeper dive. Vin Solutions, Reynolds, eLeads, contact management, or contact management is Reynolds, Drive Centric. We're working with other CRMs. So with this combination of information, I want to show you something that we're able to do that as an internet person or even as an inventory person, I wish I had the ability to see this stuff, because there's so many times, and especially now as a dealer, we're probably with our inventory management, I'm finding a lot of dealerships being hesitant right now. That 30 to 40 day old, actually 30 to 60 day old stuff is starting to sit through dealers' lots. They bought it at the end of December, beginning of January, and mid-December, beginning of January. And January might have been a little slow, and they're hesitant to pull the trigger on these 30, 40, 50-day-old cars because right around the corner is tax season. So we're hoping that things hold out and we can maybe still sustain and have, good high prices and still generate traffic and business. But I want to point out a few things to you. Now, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share this one right over here, and let me go into this. So now I want to show you something. This is percentage of sold. I want to show you a couple things. This is what percentage of their inventory sold by age buckets. Notice 46 to 60. Their sold percentage went from 12% down to 9%. So they had a decrease in sales in that age bucket. Again, maybe afraid to pull the trigger to get these cars moving. But here's their pricing. So back here on January 26th at 46 to 60, that orange line, notice they're at 90% price to market on the 46 to 60, and then that jumped up to 94%. So that meant that the pricing went up 4% in less than a week there. Now, what impact did that have? Well, we do a leads per car on those age buckets, and notice that's the blue line for that age bucket. As their pricing went up, their leads per car, back here they're getting, and that's the bottom blue line, 3.55 leads per car. And as their pricing went up, it dropped to 1.7 leads per car. The leads got cut in half as their pricing went up. You see that? Now, here, watch the 60 plus. Notice how their pricing went up on their 60 plus. Well, back here when 60 plus went from 90% down to 87%, their leads per car shot up. But guess what? Right here on January 28th, their pricing went from 87% up to 91%, and leads per car dropped off. So what happens to leads percentages when your pricing goes up or down? We see this reflective across the board. Now, if you want to go look at those leads that are in that bucket, click here and we could sort this by contact ratio. Look at these 7-day-old lead we haven't contacted in 6 days, 15-day-old lead we haven't called. Look at all these leads in here that we haven't contacted within at least 4 days. So when I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. So what you have to do, these 31 to 60 age cars, if you're hesitant on pulling the trigger, what happens is the dealer didn't raise his prices on those cars. Okay. He didn't go in there and say, I'm going to raise everything $200, $500. The market moved and they didn't. Okay. So what happened? Well, their price to market went up. Everybody else in the market might have been slow. They adjusted their pricing, and this dealer didn't adjust it yet. And then that affected their lead count on those. And then in order to increase my sale rate on them, one, I got to it might not be a pricing thing. One, I got to contact all those leads that we haven't contacted for a few days. But two, maybe we do need to drive down adjusting our pricing. And guess what? A couple of days later, we're going to be able to see, did we increase the lead count back up again and drive more traffic on those cars? So this is things that you're going to have to really look at. It's tough as you're managing two different systems. That's what we're trying to do in our tool. Again, manage your lot, hence the name Lotpop or Lotwalk. We create, you talk about when you do a physical lot walk, you manage your cars and you manage your customers. You do it day in and day out on your physical lot. You just need to be able to do that digitally. Okay. We can help you, but again, try to figure it out on your own if you're not interested in our help. But I also want to show you a couple of things. Got my new book out, WTF Used Car Managers, actually called Work the Facts. All the metrics that we just kind of went over. There's a lot of stuff that you guys could just do yourself. All the metrics, check out the book. If you're interested, give me a comment. I'll send you the link to it, but it's called Work the Facts. I even have video QR codes in each one of these charts here to link you to a video explaining more of what we covered in the book. Excited about that. Check it out. Again, comment or send me a message. I'll send you the link to it. Also, poker chips. What do I need? What do I got poker chips for? NADA's in Vegas. Okay. We're going to have a booth there, and we're going to have a presence. I'm going to be able to have a few of my books there. Hard copies coming, a new cover's coming, a new layout. So there's this first edition, but we've changed the cover. We added a few things to it. That's coming out, plus a hardcover version. I have some of my books there. We're going to be able to demo you on our products. Also, we're going to have a VIP or a after party from just 5:30 to 8 prior, after the convention ends on Friday, Saturday, and maybe before people head out to dinner, head by our suite in the Cosmopolitan. We'll have information there for you. We'll have $250 tokens and $500 tokens there. So hit us up at the booth at NADA. I hope this tip was helpful. Lotpop.com if you'd like to see a demo on how we can help you get through this crazy next 60, 90 days. I think this tax season is going to make or break it for the used car and the used car market. So we'll see what pans out. But if you like some help to get through it, just go lotpop.com. Again, I hope this lot party quick tip was helpful.